Hi, this is episode number 8 about RoboRobo. In this episode, we will discuss the control bot. In page number 114, you will be finding the instructions. For this episode, we will be needing 2 pieces of medium frame, 1 piece of 8 points frame, 5 pieces of 35mm support, 2 pieces of 20mm support, 1 piece of closed washer, the special washer, 4 pieces of wires connectors, and 2 pieces of L frame 2x2, and 4 pieces of motor frame. We will need also 16 piece of washers and 33 piece of bolts. Also, we'll need the CPU board, the battery case, 3 pieces of contact sensor, 1 piece of infrared sensor, 2 pieces of motors, the 2 wheels, and the 2 screws. First step will be preparing our motors. Let me get some space here. There is not much of a pieces for this episode, and it's pretty easy. So to start with, we will place the motors like this, wires to the back. We will get 2 pieces of motor frame. Make sure to use the longer side on the back of the motor like that. So we will use 2 bolts to secure it. I'll use the screwdriver just like that, and I will use another bolt as well. Secure it all the way in. Now, same exact step for the other side, the longer side from inside the motor. 2 bolts as well. Okay, secured. And this is the other one. All the way in. Okay, now we will use the medium frame to combine these two together like this. So make sure to place your wires to the back side, and we can place this frame on the second and the third hole from the right side like this, and for this one on the second and third hole from the left, so like this. We will place the bolts from downside like this on the first row, just like that. Perfect. The other bolts go in the third hole, just like that. Secure it all the way in. Perfect. Now we will put the other one on the other side exactly the same, on the second and third hole in the front row. Just like that. Perfect. Now we will secure it all the way in. Now the third step will be placing 2 35mm supports right here in the corner, right here in the outer corner. Okay, and another one on the other side exactly. We will use the washer driver to put a washer over here. Perfect. And this is the other one. just like that. We will place another medium frame on top of it. Now we will place it on the inner corner like this. Please don't mix it up, just like that. Okay. Let me use the screwdriver, I think it's easier. Yeah. Let me put another one before I secure it. Yeah, perfect. All the way in, guys. Make sure to tighten it up. Okay, perfect, amazing. Now we will put another motor frames from the other side of our motors in step number 4. So we will make sure to use the longer side again on the back of our motor like this, and make sure this time to face each other like this. So it will be like that. As always, we will use 2 bolts. Perfect. All the way in, secure it. Perfect. Same goes to the other side as well, just like that. Hold it. Put some bolts. And this is the other one as well. Here we go. Oh, sorry, my bad. Okay, great. So we will close it all the way in. Perfect, okay. Now in step number 5, we will place our battery like this here. So make sure the wire is to the left side like this. Okay. And then we will pass it from here later on. So the first hole and the last hole, the first and the fourth, will be on the first hole of each frame. So it doesn't matter how does it look now, you have to push it a bit like this because it's a little weak. Okay, so we will push it like this. Make sure it's facing the first hole. I will use the screwdriver like this, and voila. Don't screw it all the way in. Let me place the other bolts, then we will place it. Let me use the screwdriver better, like this, then like this. Perfect. Now on the other side, I will put also 2 bolts on the sides. So on the first and the fourth hole, I will use my washer driver as well, just like that. Perfect. And here as well. Perfect. Now I will screw in these 2 all the way in, and I will put this wire through here. So from here like this, okay, just like this. Now for the step number 6, we will create a bumper. So I will use the 8 points frame with the 2 frames, L frames 2x2. Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna place a bolt from inside here on the first spot, and put it in my second hole in this frame and close it with a washer as always, just like that. Try to secure it in a straight position, so like this. Okay, as much as you can. It's a little bit weak yet. It's turning a bit, so what I usually do, I hold it with another screwdriver from here. Sorry. A screwdriver from here and a washer driver from here, and I will tighten it up. Okay. Now it's much harder. Anyway, same goes to the other side. First hole in the L frame, second hole in my frame. Another washer goes here, blah blah blah. Perfect. All the way in. Perfect. Okay. Now I will place this one on my motor frame from this side over here. See, from this side. I think I missed the tires over here. Sorry guys. So in step number 5, I need to place the tires right here. It's very simple as always. We put the tires and we put the screws. Okay, not the bolts, the screws, guys. Oh, sorry. Just like that. Easy. Perfect. Okay. Now, in step number 7, we will place the bumper over here on the back of our robot. Okay, right here. Simply, I will use the bolts. Make sure to place the bumper on the upper side of the frame like this. So the motor frame will be from downside, so it will hold the screw. Because you know guys, the motor frame can hold the screw without any washers. Okay, so this is my first bolt. Don't screw it all the way in. And this is the second bolt. I'm sorry. Yeah, perfect. All the way in, guys. Tighten it up. Perfect. Okay. Now, in step number 8, we will place 2 35mm support over here in our second hole. Okay. And we will secure it with a washer from downside. Perfect. And this is the second one on the other side. Then we will place our CPU board on top of it. Okay, so this is our front and this is our back. Okay, so make sure to place the board in this position, these 2 ports from the back side. Okay, we will use hole number A5 and K5. So this is A5 right here. Okay, and this is K5 on the other side. Let me just place this one, screw it in a bit. Okay, perfect. And for the other side, it will be K5. So this is K5, guys. Okay, all the way in. Perfect. So A5 and K5, guys. Okay. Now we will create something to hold our robot a bit up. Okay, using these 3 supports, the 2 pieces of 20mm and 1 piece of 35mm. We will connect them together like this. 2 pieces of 20mm support on top of each other. Then the 35mm downside like this. Okay, tighten them up. Then we will use the special washer, the closed washer, to put it here in the downside. Close it. Then we will put a bolt in F1, sorry. So in F1, in this hole over here. Okay, and then simply close it like this. You can use the screwdriver to tighten it up. Perfect.